Continuing with the general IUPAC rules for naming the organic compounds, and in this we are continuing with some of the more rules. Okay, so the next rule which I am going to discuss here with you is the name for complex substituents. Okay, the name for the complex substituents. Complex substituents is always written in bracket. It has been always written in brackets. Okay. Next, the name of the the order for the complex substituent groups. When we are considering the complex substituent groups, then in that particular case, the naming of complex substituent group, in that the first letter of complex substituent is taken as preferential. Okay, it is taken as the preferential, while in simple substituents, not in the complex substituents. In the case of the simple substituents, okay, simple substituents, substituents, the compound name is considered. Okay, so for example, a chain is there, CH3, CH2, 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 CH, CH2, CH, CH2, 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 CH3. Here, a simple group, that is ethyl, is been attached, and a complex group is attached at the below, that is CH, CH, CH3, CH3, CH3. CH, CH3, CH, CH3. Okay, so here we will see that this is the complex one, this one is the complex one, and this one is the simple one. And the name of the simple one here is ethyl, and the complex one will be dimethyl, dimethyl propane, propyl. Okay, so here we will consider the first letter of this complex, that is a D, and it will be given more preferential as comparison to that of the E here, because in alphabetic D comes before that E. So here the name will be the name of the compound will be, on numbering the compound here, the numbering of the compound will start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have to give the smallest number to the complex compound here. So I am giving 5 here. On counting from this side, the number will be 6 here. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this position 7 was there, but here 5 is there for the complex group. So here I am taking this particular name numbering from the left hand side, and the name of the compound will be 5 1 2 dimethyl 1 2 dimethyl propyl 7 ethyl 7 ethyl undecane. Undecane. This will be the name of the compound. Okay, so here you can see that I have taken D as preferential here, but in the case when we are using the simple, okay, the simple compound, such as I am taking one example here, CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3. Here if I am taking CH3 and here I am taking CH3, sorry, CH2, CH3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I am taking the longest chain as this straight chain, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here we will see that 7 carbon atoms are present in this chain. So it will be heptane. It is the heptane, the parent chain or the root chain is heptane. And here this is the methyl group. And this is the ethyl group. Okay, so here we will choose according to here we will choose how. One more thing, if I am taking one more example here, that one more ethyl group I am adding here. So one more ethyl group I am adding here, then it will be this position. I am adding one more ethyl group. Okay, so here the name will be the name of this compound here as two ethyl groups are there. Okay, this one is the ethyl group and this one is the ethyl group. The bottom one is the ethyl group. Okay, so two ethyl groups are there and one methyl group is there. Okay, so here we will not consider the D there. We will consider this E and M there for the preferential order. Okay, this E and M will be considered as the preferential order, not the D which is been going to attach here. Okay, so the name of this compound will become, for the numbering purpose, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lowest locant rule, so according to that, 1, 2, 3. So the lowest locant rule will be 2 and 3 position will be. So the name will be 2, 3 dimethyl, sorry, diethyl, not the methyl, diethyl 5 methyl heptane. 5 methyl heptane. This will be the name of this compound. Okay. So this is the way to name the compound when complex compounds are there or simple substituents are there attached to the root chain. Okay. One more example we can take here. CH3. To understand this particular rule more thoroughly, CH, C2H5, C, CS3, C, CS3, CS3, CS3. CH2, CH2, CH3, sorry, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So here the longest chain contains 10 carbon atoms. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The longest chain contains here 10 carbon atoms. Okay, and four substituent groups are there. The first substituent group is the methyl group, 2 in number. One is your this complex group, and the third is the ethyl group. Okay, so according to this, the preferential order must be given to the ethyl. But here, the naming of this compound, why we are giving ethyl the preferential group? Because here the name of this compound will be 1, 2. Okay, it will be 1 2, and the compound name will be, the complex group name will be 1 comma 1 dimethyl propyl. Dimethyl propyl, this is the name of this complex group here. Okay, and these are the two methyls, so it will be dimethyl. So here the first preference will be provided to the di only, because D comes before that of the E here. So the name of this compound will become, but according to the general rule, E must be given out preference, no, but that rule will not be followed out here. And here, due to presence of this complex compound, the first letter of the complex compound will be considered for the preferential, and hence, according to the preferential order, the first compound here, it will be 4 1 comma 1 dimethyl propyl, dimethyl propyl. With that, in the third position, ethyl is there. Then in the in the fourth and the seventh position, dimethyl is there with the decane, with the decane. Okay, so this will be the name of this compound, methyl decane. Decane. Okay, so this is the way to name the complex compounds. Next, when two same complex chains are attached to the compound, when we will see that the two same complex chains are attached, CH2, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH3, CH3. Okay, here we can see that two same complex chain is been attached out. Both this complex chain which is attached to our root chain, they are having the same configuration there, same they are. So here what we will do, here we will not use 2 times di. Why we will not use 2 times di here? Because in the name of this first compound, 1 comma 1 1 1 dimethyl is already been used. 1 1 dimethyl, here the naming of this compound will take place like this: 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, this will be the chain which will be used. So it will be 1 1 dimethyl propyl, dimethyl propyl. Similarly, the name of this zero compound will also be 1 1 di, 1 1 dimethyl propyl. So here what we will do, after numbering the name here, okay, after numbering here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, so here after numbering 5 comma 5, the die, okay, the die which we use, it will be replaced by bis. Tri will be replaced by tris. Tetra will be replaced by tetrakis. Tetrakis. Okay, similarly pentakis, hexakis, like this we can change the name. So here it will be bis 1 comma 1 dimethyl propyl with, in the second position, methyl group, and the name of the compound is decane. Okay, so this is the naming way when two or more complex chains are there which are containing di, tri, tetra, all these letters before only. So there we will not repeat that particular di, tri, tetra. We will use bis, tris, tetrakis, like this words. Okay. Next, move to the next rules for naming cyclic compounds. Okay, for naming alicyclic compounds. alicyclic compounds. So first rule, cyclo prefix is used. Cyclo prefix is used for naming alicyclic compounds. Okay, we will use the cyclo name for the alicyclic compound. For example, a compound is there, CH2, 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 CH2. Okay, so the shape of this compound can also be represented like this in the line diagram, and the name of this compound will be cyclopropane. 3 carbon atoms. For the 3 carbon atom, propane is used, so it will be cyclopropane. CH2, 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 CH2. Okay, so it can be represented as a square also. The name will be cyclobutane. Cyclobutane. For the 6 carbon, CH2, 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 CH2. The name will be cyclohexane. Okay, so like this we can change the name of the compound when alicyclic compounds are there. Okay, when alicyclic compounds are there. Next, if side chains are present with our alicyclic compounds, like this, a CS3 group is been attached to the alicyclic compound. So here the side chain will be considered as the substituent group. Okay, it will be considered as the substituent group, and the name will be taken as the suffix. So here the name will be methyl cyclohexane, because the longest chain here is this cyclic chain, and this methyl group will be considered as the substituent group here, so the name will be methyl cyclohexane. Okay, now if more than one cyclic more than one substituent groups are there, if more than one substituent groups are there, then we have to number the compounds here. For example, if I am taking a compound here like this, here CS3 is attached and CS3 is attached. So here first we have to number the compound here. So the numbering, let's start it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the name of this compound will become 1, 3 dimethyl cyclobutane. Cyclobutane. It will be 1, 3 cyclobutane. Okay. Next, one more example we can take here. When CS3 and CH2, CH2, CS3 is attached. So here the numbering of this compound will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we have to give the alphabetic order first. So here this is the propyl and this is the methyl. So for these two substituent group side chains here, the P will come after M. So preferential will be given to the M here. So here the numbering will start from the methyl group, and the name of this compound will be 1 methyl 3 propyl cyclohexane. Cyclohexane. Okay. Next, one more example we are taking. If two groups are attached in the same position for a alicyclic compound, then here the numbering will be starting from the position where more groups are there. Okay, where more groups are there, so it will be here. The reason is that here the preference must be given to the ethyl here according to the alphabetic order, but here as two CH3 are present, two methyl groups are attached out here, so here the main preference will be given to this dimethyl only. Okay, and here also the D will be considered as the uh, first letter here, and here the name of this compound will become 3-ethyl. 3-ethyl. The numbering will be according to that, but the naming will be according to the ethyl group only. Okay, so it will be 3-ethyl 1,1 dimethyl cyclohexane. Okay, next, if compound like this are there, CH2, 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 CS3. Here we can see that the side chain is longer as comparison to that of the cyclocompound, alicyclic compound here. So here the side chain will be become as this cyclocompound, and this compound will be termed as the main chain here. So the numbering will be the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and the name of this compound will be 1 cyclopropyl cyclopropyl butane. Cyclopropyl butane. Okay, CH2, 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 like these compounds are there. Okay, so here we can see that the two cyclohexanes are there, but both of these cyclohexanes are connected to this propyl group here. Okay, and both are this connected to this propyl group here. So here the preference will be given to this propyl group and this will be termed as the root chain here. Okay, it will be taken as the root chain here, and the name of this compound will become 1, 2, 3. So the name of this compound will become 1, 3 dicyclohexyl propane. Okay, dicyclohexyl propane. If a side chain alicyclic compound like this is present, then the name of this compound will be 1, 3. Two of them are there. Okay, so two of them, for that this is used. With that, 2 methyl dicyclo, sorry, not dicyclo, 2 methyl cyclopropyne will be used out there. Cyclopropyne. Here di and all these things will not be used. The di tri will not be used out here. Okay, dipropyl propane is the name of this compound. So this is the naming rule for the alicyclic compounds. Okay, this is the naming rule for the alicyclic. So I will give you some of the homeworks for which you can give out the names there. Okay, so I am writing the compounds here only: CS3, CH, CH, CS3, C2H5, C2H5. These are the homework questions which you can solve by yourself. CH2, CS3, CH2, CH3, C, CH2, CH3. C, CH2, CH3. This is the second one. This is the first one. Third one, CH3, CH2, 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 C, CH2, CH3. I am making this compound more upside here because I require more space here. CH3, CH2, 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 C, CH3, CH2, CH3, CH, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay. Next, fourth, CH3, CH, CH2, 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 CH2. So these are some of the compounds which you can do in your homework for the naming purpose. Okay. So for today, I am closing the class here only. In the next class, we are going to see the complex means rules for naming the double bond and the triple bond compound. Then after that, rules for naming different compounds containing with functional groups. Okay. How to name that particular compounds. So thank you for today. We will meet in the next.